You know, a lot of people say it's a little bit gimmicky because of the mugshot war and the prison gate and all that stuff. And I was just like, the reason why I did this and fitted out the whole space like this was I was just tired of hiding. I felt like this is freedom for me.
Coss Marte is the founder of ConBody, a prison-style boot camp in New York City's Lower East Side. After spending years in and out of the prison system for drug-related charges, Coss opened the fitness studio to make sure he and others never went back to prison. Coss grew up in New York City, living below the poverty line.
As a kid, people that I looked up to were drug dealers. You know, the guys on the block who had chains and money and clothes and, you know, everything I wanted that my mom couldn't provide for me.
By the time he was 19, Coss was running a multi-million-dollar drug business, and at 23, when he was arrested for the last time, his bail was set at $500,000. Of the many crimes he was charged with, Coss says he was only guilty of a few. But without the money to afford his bail, he wasn't able to fight the other charges.
When I was offered a $500,000 cash bail, I lost hope.
While he was incarcerated, doctors warned Coss of health problems that could cause him to have a heart attack within 5 years.
That motivated me to start working out in my cell, start working out in my, in the prison yard. And eventually at that point, I lost 70 pounds in 6 months.
Because of his record, Coss struggled to find even a minimum wage job after leaving prison. So he decided to start his own business based on what he'd learned helping other inmates lose weight. In the 5 years since then, ConBody has hired 26 formerly incarcerated people, and no one has been reincarcerated.
My hopes for ConBody is to retake this nationally, globally, re-impact, and re-show impactful results in the criminal justice space and re-change perceptions on how formerly incarcerated people are viewed.
Hundreds of thousands of people in the U.S. are in jail who haven't been convicted of a crime yet simply because they cannot afford their bail. Often, people who cannot afford bail plead guilty to crimes they did not commit in hopes of being released sooner.
I've met a lot of guys where they're like, spending a year in Rikers Island, 2 years in Rikers Island. They're still fighting their case, and they plead guilty because they're going to let them go the next day.
New York State recently eliminated cash bail for most misdemeanors and nonviolent offenses. Thousands of people who are presumed innocent will no longer be jailed. While many people were hoping to see the cash bail system ended entirely, there is still hope for further change, and activists like Coss are leading the way.
I feel like the next generation, we have to change their perception on how they view somebody that's been incarcerated, view somebody that's, that's been through the system and hasn't had that first chance.